that there are very few things that I enjoy more than talking about what I like to call Carla's pearls, my hard-earned and hard-learned pearls after being a woman on Wall Street for 30 years. That you would have given to your 25-year-old self just a couple of years ago. But dear Carla, the first thing that I'd like to tell you is own your power. You are uniquely and wonderfully made, and you have extraordinary power. Never let anyone make you doubt that which is uniquely you. The next thing I'd like to tell you, Carla, you must be comfortable taking risks. It is important that you take risks because that's the only way that you can understand and define your power. If you never reach far enough to hit that wall, you won't know how far you can go. And let me tell you one other thing, Carla. Here's the deal. The only reason people don't take risks is that they're scared. It's fear. And hear me clearly. Fear has no place in your success equation. Anytime you approach anything in your life from a position of fear, you will always underpenetrate that opportunity. And anytime you feel it creeping up the back of your neck, just remind yourself of that old Southern saying, fear is just false evidence of things appearing real. It's really not there. Because what's the worst that can happen if you take a risk and it doesn't work out? So you fail. But guess what? Failure always brings you a gift. And that gift is called experience. Now you know how to do it better. Now you know how to do it differently. Now you know how to do it successfully. The third piece of advice, Carla, is remember that it is easier to beg for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. The fourth piece of advice, and Carla, this is a big one. If you meet somebody, a guy or a gal, that you are interested in, and they tell you that you are too much for them, they are right. Do not apologize for your accomplishments. Do not apologize for your power. You have worked too hard to get there, or it is an insult to him who gave it to you. Do not dim your light for somebody else's convenience. You will find that person that will support and amplify the power that is you. The fifth piece of advice, Carla, is you must celebrate your victories often. There'll be lots of things that will happen in life that might make you sad, that might make you pause. So when the great things happen, no matter how small, for you or for those who are close to you, celebrate. Stand there and feel it. Don't be in such a hurry to go to the next accomplishment that you don't sit in that one that is right before you. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. And oh yeah, Carla, with respect to your career, you don't ask, you don't get. There is one person that has responsibility for your career, and that is you. It is not anybody else's responsibility. My next piece of advice, Carla, don't worry about making mistakes. Making a mistake, Carla, does not make you special. Everybody makes a mistake. What makes you special is how and if you get up. And it's important that you understand that resiliency is valuable. And not everybody has it, but you have been endowed with the goods. You make a mistake, take the blessing of the lesson and move on. Every experience that you have gives you one or two things, a blessing or a lesson, and both are valuable. Either you get that thing you were going for, or now you know how to do it differently. But it's important that you take that and move on and not carry the mistake as baggage. The next piece of advice, study, stand, and forgive your parents. They are just people. They did the best they had, and they did the best they could with what they had, and that's all you have to do is understand that. They gave you life, but do not let their mistakes anchor you to one spot. They are not your excuse for not flying. So it's important that you understand who they are, because you know, as the saying goes, if you don't understand your history, you will become it. So make sure that you're clear. Embrace them, love them, leverage what they gave you, and move on. The next piece of advice, life is a journey. You have a long runway. Don't be in such a hurry to go towards things. Enjoy every single lesson that life brings you. Because here's something that I've learned. When life comes to teach you a lesson, if you don't pass the test, you will repeat the class. So it's important that when things happen to you, you stop and you ask the question, why did this happen? How did I get here? How did I contribute to this very moment? Because surely, if you understand your power, you contributed in some way to that moment.